Hello, good morning. This is Mr. A.S.Khan from Pune, Maharashtra State, India. Friends, I could not meet you early. As usual, every after 1 month or every after 1.5 months. That was our pattern. That was my pattern to meet you with some video on income tax subject. But what happened this time? We have got this holy month of Ramadan, which one has to devote for worshipping the Lord, Allah, the Lord of the worlds. Then there is now at present also there is what you call torturing heat, torturing summer. Then lastly, this our income tax disputes on business income, that is, they are also what you call, many old decisions are lengthy and complicated. So that also took time for me. So these are the reason due to which I could not meet you at the what you call usual time, that is after 1 month or 1.5 months. Anyhow, okay. Now this video I am going to devote on the income tax disputes on business income and Supreme Court judgments on them. Before that, just I want to tell you one thing. Supreme Court, that is, whatever judgments we are going to discuss here, you can have the detailed reading of that particular judgment on the site of Supreme Court. But Supreme Court, this site address is the same. That is https, then dot, above it another dot, then 2 lines bending on the right, then main, M-A-I-N, main, dot, SCI, that is short form of Supreme Court of India, SCI, dot, gov, dot in. This is what you call site address of Supreme Court of India. That site address is untouched, it is there. You can, with this site address, you can read the what you call this Supreme Court site for judgments. But what I observed, Supreme Court has changed the what you call format for searching the judgment, and that change is like this. As usual, you have to go to the income tax this Supreme Court website, and after reaching that site, then you have to what you call click the date of judgment, and then you have to what you call get the what you call judgment date, and when you get the screen of judgment date, there you will find previously in the old system, old format, immediately right side there was a date of judgment, but here there is no date of judgment in the new format. Then there is left side, extreme left side, a diary number is there. You note down that diary number, and again what you call go to what you call this judgment date and write the diary date there in the what you call this judgment date menu or case number menu. Either of two, you write this diary number and search for the what you call the relevant decision. So this is a slight change is there in the format of searching the relevant judgment in the on the website of Supreme Court of India. So let us start with the this session. Would be discussing 3 important what you call Supreme Court judgments on business income disputes, and in another video we would have another what you call three important business disputes and Supreme Court judgments on them. So let us start with these three judgments. So our pattern, I think you know our pattern. The first appeal details, then facts of the case, then what you call nature of disputes, then question of law, and then judgment and the reason in support of the judgment. This is the pattern. This will continue. This pattern will continue. So please note down the appeal number. Appeal number is 1861, 1861, and year is 1977. Then decision date is 15th January 1992. Then ITR number is 1992, volume is 194, and page number is 294. I would repeat. Appeal number is 1861, 1861, year is 1977, date of decision is 15th January 1992, and ITR number is 1992, volume 194, page number 294. These are the appeal details. Now, facts of the case. This case, the facts are like this. In this case, assessee is in appeal, and relevant assessment years are 1962, 63, and some earlier years. Then the third point about these facts of the case is like this. Assessee claim depreciation as per the provisions then applicable. Assessee claim depreciation as per the provisions then applicable at the relevant time. Previous year 1950-51 and earlier previous year, assessee claim depreciation on just actual cost of asset. That means without deduction of anything, any contribution or help money or something of that sort assessee got for purchase of the asset. That means only just he claimed depreciation on just actual cost of the asset for this previous years, 50-51 and earlier periods, previous year. Then secondly, he claimed depreciation for previous year 1951-52 to previous year 1960 to 61. For this previous year, all this previous year, assessee claimed depreciation as actual cost of the asset. He claimed depreciation on actual cost of the asset as reduced by government contribution received by him for purchase of asset. So this is the method of formula of working out of actual cost. He claimed accordingly, and these are the provisions which were relevant or applicable at those times. Then further, for previous year 1961-62 and onwards, the assessee claimed depreciations on written down value of the asset that resulted by calculating actual cost of the asset in the above stated manner. So the manner I have just told you. The first manner or method was like this for previous year 50-51 and earlier years, just cost. And then for previous year 51-52 to 60-61, this actual cost was calculated like this: actual cost minus contribution received from government for purchase of asset. and for the last phase of previous year, that is previous year 61, 62 and onwards, actual this depreciation was calculated on the written down value of the asset as worked out as per the above methods. That is, whatever methods were there applicable, as we have discussed, according to those methods, he worked out the working whatever written down value, and on that value he calculated depreciation. Then next fact is like this: assessing officer rejected the written down value of the assessee. Assessee, while doing assessment of his return, assessing officer rejected the written down value of the assessee and recalculated it by reducing from actual cost of the asset contribution made by others, including government, for previous year 61, 62 and all earlier previous year. So, whatever written down value worked out by the assessing officer while doing assessment, he rejected that written down value and reworked out that written down value. How he reworked out the written down value? First he found the actual cost of asset, and from it he reduced all contribution made by others, including government, for purchase of the asset. So that way he reduced that actual cost, and on the remaining amount he worked out the depreciation and arrived at the written down value. What is the effect of this action? What is the effect of action? The action of the assessing officer of recalculation of this what you call written down value. The effect of assessing officer's action was that the assessee got depreciation deduction on lower amount because of lesser written down value. Because of lesser, that is, contribution were deducted. So naturally, written down value would be less. On that, naturally depreciation would be what you call less on actual cost. After deduction of contribution, the amount is low, so depreciation will also be low. So that way he is losing. Who? Assessee. That is why he is crying and he has come to Supreme Court in appeal. Okay. Then what is the dispute? Now we have learned the what you call facts. Now what is the dispute? What assessee is maintaining before Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, written down value as calculated by me should not be disturbed. What he is telling or arguing rather before Honorable Supreme Court, written down value of the asset as worked out up to previous years 1961-62 by him should not be disturbed. That is his argument. Dispute, his side. This is his side dispute. What is the dispute? He is arguing like this. Then what is response from revenue for his what you call this argument? Revenue says written down value of the asset should be based on the actual cost of the asset, which is to be reduced by contributions made by others, including government, for all the previous year from 61, 62 and back, agreeable to the provisions of section 43 into bracket 6 of Income Tax Act 1961. So this this depreciation as calculated by the assessee right from previous year 50, 51 onward, or even earlier to that, and up to previous year 61, all this is to be revised as per the provisions of section 43(6) of the Income Tax Act 1961. So here, this is the response or what you call argument advanced by revenue before Supreme Court. So section 43(6) says for all the previous year, right from beginning, before all previous year, assessment year 62, before assessment year 62, 63, whatever previous years are there, for that this is one common method. This actual cost exclude all what you call this contribution made by others, including government, and then whatever remains on that only assess it to get what you call depreciation. So naturally, Supreme Court, before Supreme Court, this is the question of law before Supreme Court. There is dispute because here Act has given back effect. These normally provisions are made from the future date, normally, not to cause hardship to the assessee. But here, Parliament or legislature has given back effect right from old previous year 50, 51, and even earlier previous year. This method of calculation of actual cost, that is changed by government by giving effect from back date. So this has caused hardship to the assessee. That is why he is crying. Now, before Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, the question of law is like this: whether legislature can give effect to law from back date. Whether Parliament can give effect to law from back date. This is the question of law before Supreme Court. And how they have answered the question, that is decision. They have answered the in positive way. That is held, yes, Honorable Supreme Court has held this legislature can give effect to law from back date. That is the decision they have given. This is against assessee and it is in favor of revenue. So what are the reasons they have given for their judgment? See, there are important what you call reasons Honorable Supreme Court has given. So let us have the knowledge of those reasons. Legislature, first reason Honorable Supreme Court is telling, legislature is competent to give effect to law from back date provided such action does not result in or bring general hardship to the concerned people, here assessees, and in such cases individual hardship not to be considered or to be ignored. See, the first reason is very good reason. Legislature is what they are telling. Legislature is competent to give effect to law from back date, provided such action does not result in or bring general hardship to the concerned people. That is, concerned people here means assessees, all assessees. And in such cases, individual hardship not to be considered or to be ignored. This is the first reason they have given. And the second reason is like this. This is also worth reading. This reason is very logical and good reason. The second reason also. What they are telling, Honorable Supreme Court is saying, legislature has to decide whether depreciation to be allowed on artificial cost, which includes contribution made by others, or on the basis of what assessee actually spent for purchase of asset. This is, see, very good reason. or logic. Legislature has to decide whether depreciation to be given on artificial figure or actual figure. Here, in simple word, it means whether depreciation to be given on the actual cost, which contains the contribution made by others, or it should be given on the actual cost which assessee only has spent, ignoring the contribution by others. That is the real cost. That is real and not artificial. This is the again this background. Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court is observing like this. Legislature has to decide whether depreciation to be given to be allowed on artificial cost, which includes contributions made by others, or on the basis of what assessee actually spent for purchase of asset. This is second reason they have given. They are saying the Parliament is competent and they have to decide this thing what we have read now. And third reason they have given, this is also very good reason, logical reason. Our mind accepts this reason, and there is what you call voluntarily our mouth voluntarily these words come out of our mouth. That is wonderful, good, logical reason. Like this, automatically our reaction, mind reaction. The third reason they have given, depreciation is something for which assessee gets deduction. Depreciation is something for which assessee gets deduction, though he spent nothing for it. Assessee gets depreciation is something for which assessee gets deduction, though he spends nothing for it. This gives the message, indirect message, that there is no concept of right to depreciation. Isn't it good reason? I think you, you would agree with me. Okay, so this is what. So decision gone against assessee. Now we would proceed to next dispute and judgment. Please note down, appeal number is 1400 and year of appeal is 2005. Date of decision is 6th September 2012. 6th September 2012. 6th September 2012. And ITR number is 2012, volume 348, page number 382. I would repeat. Appeal number 1400, year 2005. Date of decision 6/9/2012. ITR details year 2012, volume 348, page 382. And the facts of this case are like this. Here, assessee is an appeal. Assessee is in appeal. Assessment year is 93-94. Assessee paid rupees 17,49,889 out of 3 installment to foreign company to get technical know-how. Due to disputes, assessee did not get technical assistance from the foreign company, so he treated this payment as business expenditure and claimed deduction under section 37. I think you got the fact. Let us repeat. Assessee is in appeal. Assessment year is 93-94. Assessee paid 17,49,889 as the first installment out of 3 equal installments to foreign company to receive technical know-how from that foreign company. Due to some disputes and controversies, assessee did not get the technical assistance. So he treated this payment as business expenditure and claimed deduction under section 37. However, assessing officer rejected his claim, citing section this deduction, whatever he claimed deduction under this whatever section 37, assessing officer while doing assessment, he rejected his claim, citing section 35AB, section 35 capital A capital B, section 35AB, and allowed only 1/6 of this amount as deduction. Only 1/6 of this amount, whatever first installment paid, out of that 1/6 only he allowed. Other balance amount he rejected. That is to be claimed in six equal installment. That is why he balance amount he rejected. Okay, this is these are the facts. Now, what is the dispute? The side, assessee side, what he argues. Amount paid to foreign company to obtain technical know-how which was to be used for business purpose. So, claim for deduction made under section 37 of Income Tax Act 1961. He maintained the assessee's position, argument, contention is like this. This is amount paid for getting technical assistance, and after getting that technical know-how, that is to be used for business purpose. So this is simple. This is spent for business purpose. So I am claiming deduction under section 37. I think you are aware about section 37. You are aware about section 37. When all deductions, specific deductions, when your expenditure does not fit into all prescribed deductions or specified deductions, then that deduction can be claimed under section 37. Okay, that is the 37. Revenue. What is the revenue side? This is argument dispute. Assessee is telling like this. Then what is the view or side of the revenue in the matter of dispute? In view of the provisions of section 35 capital A capital B, such expenditure that is spent for getting know-how, such expenditure need to be claimed in 6 equal installments. Revenue's position is like this. In view of the provisions of section 35 AB, such expenditure need to be claimed in 6 equal installments. So, question of law. This is the dispute. What he is arguing, assessee, and what revenue is responding, this way of seeing. He wants the deduction under 37, assessee, and he is rejecting that deduction under 35 AB. See, 37 and 35 AB. So, Honorable Supreme Court has framed this question of law, whether assessee can claim deduction under section 37. Okay, Honorable Supreme Court, okay, you want deduction under 37. That is your main argument. So, let us solve this question, whether you can claim deduction under section 37. So, after much analysis and after much justification and reasons and grounds, Honorable Supreme Court has held no, assessee cannot claim deductions under section 37 of Income Tax Act 1961. So this judgment has gone against what you call assessee and in favor of revenue. Okay. So what are the reasons Supreme Court has given, Honorable Supreme Court has given? So reasons are also very worth reading. First reason is like this. Section 35 AB into bracket 1. The Honorable Supreme Court is giving round like this. Section 35 AB into bracket 1 clearly states that when assessees spend amount to secure technical know-how, deduction can be claimed in 6 equal installments in 6 years. In other words, whole amount is not deductible in one day, one previous year. I would read again. Section 35, reason Honorable Supreme Court is giving like this. Section 35 AB into bracket 1 clearly states that when assessees spend amount to secure technical know-how, deduction can be claimed in 6 equal installments in 6 years. In other words, whole amount is not deductible in one previous year. This is the first reason they have given. And second reason, Honorable Supreme Court also clarified that, this is very important. See, that is called updating of knowledge about history. History, math, everything. Man's history is important to us. When he was born and how he came to this world and all these things. So history very important. So they have gone into history. Who? History of section 35 and history of section 37. Who? Honorable Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, you would appreciate, you would rather praise their speciality through post-mortem. They are expert in post-mortem. Post-mortem is not only the finding the cause of what you call death and all these things. Post-mortem means see from all the case, facts, documents, then arguments, then judgments, other high court judgment, old judgments, and the legislature, whenever legislature bring some new legislation, then what was the necessity, what was the trouble with the earlier provision, or if no trouble, what is the ground for bringing this new legislation. This is called history, historic aspect of legislation. So that way they are analyzing when solving or giving answer to this question whether assessee can claim deduction under section 37. So Honorable Supreme Court has gone into the history of section 37 as well as section 35 AB. Okay. So the first reason they are giving, section 35 AB into bracket 1 clearly states that when assessees spend amount to secure technical know-how, deduction can be claimed in 6 equal installment in 6 previous years. In other words, whole amount is not deductible in one previous year. This is the first reason. Then second reason, Honorable Supreme Court has also clarified that before 1/4/1986, there was doubt. Before 1st April 1986, there was doubt whether such amount, that is the amount spent for acquiring technical knowledge, whether such amount could be claimed as deductions under section 37. So before 1/4/86 there was doubt. The doubt means most probably conflicting, clashing decisions between high courts on the same question of law. Some high courts are telling one thing, other high courts are telling another thing. There was no what you call unanimous or one approach to the answer to the question. There are different answers to the question, this way and that way. So, Honorable Supreme Court has also clarified that before 1486 there was doubt whether such amount could be claimed as deduction under section 37, and precisely to remove this doubt, section 35 AB was inserted, and precisely to remove this doubt, section 35 AB was inserted. What was the necessity to bring in this section 35? To remove the doubt, whether such deduction can be claimed under section. So they removed the doubt by bringing section 35 AD. Okay, so this is another decision we have just learned, or rather got familiar with. Now third issue or third dispute on business income. Let us go ahead. Please note down, appeal number 565, year is 1978. Then date of decision 14th December 1978. Then income tax return details, year 1979, volume 117 and page number 1. Now we will go to facts. The facts are like this. In this case, assessee is in appeal. Assessment years are 62, 63, 63, 64 and 64, 65. Assessee calculated his contribution to Employees Provident Fund on salary plus commission and credited the amount to their respective accounts and claimed deduction for his contribution. This is the second fact. Third fact rather. First is assessee in appeal. Second fact is relevant assessment year. And third fact is that assessee calculated his contribution to Provident Fund on the basis of employee salary plus his commission that he paid and claimed deduction for his contribution. Okay. Now next fact of this case is like this. Assessing officer disallowed contribution worked out on commission element. Assessing officer, because he worked out his contribution on commission element also. Who? Employer, rather assessee. So a assessing officer disallowed his contribution worked out on commission element, stating that his contribution to be calculated only on salary and not on salary plus commission. He cited rule 2 into bracket small h of part A of 4th schedule to Income Tax Act 1961. I hope this is this fact. These facts are clear. So main dispute is about definition of salary, not under 16 and 17 there. Here 2H of part A of 4th schedule and rule 2H, that there for this Provident Fund contribution there is specific salary definition is given by the legislature. So that definition has given rise to this headache question, whether salary includes what you call your commission, because there is no that definition is very short and it is not explanatory. It should have been explanatory, but we have to bear with the drafter and we have to go ahead, as I told you long back. So anyhow, so that this assessing officer disallowed his contribution, which was worked out on salary plus commission. He worked out contribution only on commission, only on salary, and this was ignored, which commission element was ignored. And for this action, he cited rule 2 into bracket small h of part A capital of 4th schedule to Income Tax Act 1961. Okay, these are the facts. Now, what is the dispute? As per assessee, salary includes commission paid to his salesman as per employment contract, which is also as per employment contract, which is also correct interpretation of the terms as given. His side for this dispute is like this: salary includes what you call commission, and that he has paid to his salesman as per the employment contract or employment agreement, and that action, his action to include what you call commission into salary, that is agreeable to definition of salary as given in Rule 2H of Part A of 4th Schedule of Income Tax Act 1961. That is as far as dispute is concerned, this is his side. Then this revenue, what revenue has to tell or give response to this, what you call his stand. Salary definition as given in Part A of 4th Schedule includes only DA and excludes all allowances and perquisites. See, revenue stand. Salary definition as given in Part A of the 4th Schedule includes only DA, and a salary plus DA only, and excludes all allowances and perquisites. So that is the definition as actually appearing in this 4th Schedule to Income Tax Act 1991. That he is citing to assessee. Now, when the matter came before Honorable Supreme Court, so what question they have to decide? So they have framed the question like this: whether salary definition as given in Part A of 4th Schedule to Income Tax Act 1961 includes commission. See, the precise question. Good question, and you get the correct answer also. Here we have to note, framing of question is not that simple. So, framing of question, this is just side knowledge. Framing of question is not that simple. One has to frame the question precisely what you want from the Honorable Supreme Court or Honorable High Court. So, that is to be put in question form only, and should be very precise so that discussion and decision would be appropriate. Okay. So this was the question before Honorable Supreme Court, whether a salary definition as given in Part A of 4th Schedule to Income Tax Act 1961 includes commission. So what is their decision? Decision held, yes, salary includes this what you call commission. Apart from DA, it includes commission also, though that word commission is not mentioned in the in Part A of that 4th Schedule. Though I read, you can also read that this was not mentioned, commission not, but Supreme Court see the skill of interpretation here. they have applied the skill of interpretation, which I and you lack, and all advocates lack. This is special case skill that only by remaining in that particular line and having that brain of interpretation and interest in all these things, then you get familiar with the law of interpretation, or rather you become skillful in interpretation of statutes or laws. Okay, so question of law before Honorable Supreme Court was like this: whether salary definition as appearing in Part A of 4th Schedule to Income Tax Act 1961 includes commission. So answer they have given yes, judgment in favor of assessee. Assessee was maintaining salary includes commission. Revenue was telling that there is no mention, specific mention of word commission. The specific mention is like this: salary includes DA and exclude all allowances, including perquisite. So naturally, this is the definition is googly. Googly in cricket, that googly means confusing bowling, confusing ball. You cannot properly or judge. So that is googly for the all reader, including myself. So how they answered and what justification reason they have given, we will read rather. So reasons are: first reason, salary definition as appearing in Rule 2H of Part A of 4th Schedule to the Income Tax Act 97 does not specifically exclude commission. That definition as given in that 4th schedule does not specifically excludes commission, word commission. So benefit of doubt, that is one way of interpretation is normally what I observed and I remembered is like this: when there are two interpretations are possible, one which is favorable to assessee to be adopted. Rule of interpretation. When two interpretations are there, you get two interpretation of the law. Then one favorable to assessee, that is to be adopted. That interpretation to be adopted. That is what my reading and memory tells me. Okay. So this is the first reason. Salary, they have stated, salary definition as appearing in section 2 into bracket H of Part A of 4th Schedule to the Income Tax Act 1961 does not specifically exclude commission. Okay, this is the first reason or justification. Then second reason, what second reason they have given? According to Honorable Supreme Court, commission like salary, according to Honorable Supreme Court, commission like salary is paid at a fixed rate based on percentage of turnover or profit. The second reason is like this: commission it is just like salary. Salary is at fixed rate. So Honorable Supreme Court is telling, giving reason, commission is also here in this contract agreement, employment agreement. It is paid on fixed at fixed rate, just like salary fixed rate as per contract. And this commission is also fixed rate as they have read in the contract of employment. They read everything. I have got mercy with their eyes and their specs. How many times they must be changing their specs, I don't know. This is lot of reading required, and a very bad position of eyes of the judges. That is I feel what to do. Profession, every profession has got good and plus and minus points. Okay. So according to them, commission is like salary because it is paid at fixed rate, and based on this commission is like salary. It is paid at fixed rate based on percentage of turnover or percentage of profit. Second reason they have given. First reason is that it does not the term salary does not exclude specifically the term commission. First reason. And second reason, it is just like salary, commission is paid at fixed rate based on turnover and profit. Okay. Then last reason they have given like this. They have further stated that interpretation or construction of the term salary. So they are so confident. They are so confident. They have further stated that interpretation or construction of the term salary for purpose of Schedule 4 as given by us is true construction. They are confident. They are telling, yes, what we have interpreted is true and correct interpretation, and all have to abide by their what you call conclusion. That is the constitution. Okay. So I think these three disputes we have discussed, and I hope only problem is about what you call that is reaching the judgment, relevant judgment on the Supreme Court website. I think the format is changed. You have to normally date of decision. If you open date of decision, the date of judgment, you write the date. You used to get what you call date of judgment, and you click that and you get the full judgment before you. But this, as per new pattern, what I observe, there is not simple way. Some you have to go this long route to reach the relevant judgment. That is cite, then judgment, then judgment date, then from judgment date you collect the diary number, note down the diary number, then again come to judgment, and then diary number column you write the diary number in the screen, and you get the judgment date. There you click, you get the what you call this relevant judgment. This is normal. Normally, this is the procedure. If you don't get this way, that is what you call judgment date, and then judgment date, then diary number, then note down the diary number, then again go to the what you call same page, then write down the diary number, and you get the judgment there. This is normal way. This is the change pattern or change format. This is the requirement of change format. That is, they have uploaded. I just few days back I observed this change of what you call this. And if suppose still you don't get, you have to then try here and there in the sense what you call case number. You tap case number, or you tap daily order, or you tap rope, that's a ROP, record of proceeding, rope. There you enter, you get the date. Like this you have to try this way, that way, and this is called searching. This is called searching, and I think Honorable Supreme Court should have made this reaching of judgment work very simple, very simple. And what was the technical problem, we people don't know. Why they could not make simple? Previous format was simple. Now this way, that way, what is the need? All these things. Anyhow, we have to, as I told you, we have to go along with the time and whatever comes to our lot. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching this video. Okay, we will meet again shortly.